the eye. Do you remember the words I taught you as a child?
Are you going to make me say it?
Humor an old, dead woman.
Hocus pocus.
You haven't lost your touch, dear. The words may be simple, but these plinths won't appear for just anyone. Each represents one of the basic elements, their power activated only by the elemental rods they would normally be holding.
And where are the elemental rods now?
Scattered to the wind, unfortunately. A side effect of Wanda's experiments here.
Let me guess.
That's right. I want you to find the missing rods and return them here. Hopefully, as I decipher Wanda's journal, her notes will aid in the search.
But you have not actually told me what the greater purpose is here. What are we doing this for?
All in good time, dear. After what happened with Wanda, I'd rather you take things slowly. In fact, I don't want you overthinking this little project. There's no rush, and you don't have to help if you don't feel like it. But there is one more thing before I head back to the library.
An arcane key?
Just a little something. A token for your efforts so far. The key can be used to open that chest nearby. Like so many other oddities around here, those chests tend to appear before those who deserve them most. Make yourself that person.
That seems intentionally vague.
It's more fun that way, isn't it? I'll be in the library working on the translations if you need me, dear. Good luck.
Elemental rod. I should take this back to the altar. Grave of Jeremiah Kane, another host of the Spirit of Vengeance. I wonder if he was as conflicted as Robbie is about being a Ghost Rider.
Jarl Oshter guides my hand. The goddess disagrees. Must not be her purview.
It is one of the elemental rods.
She does not see it happening.
Perhaps I should try this somewhere else. This does not work. The patterns do not match. That is not it.
The goddess must be busy. The gods are fickle. This looks like a fairy ring. There are cracks in this wall. The goddess must be busy.
Magic still holds. What was Wanda up to here?
Goddess of Order approves.
Just what I was looking for.
She does not see it happening. Ah, I see. Intriguing. Curious.
The library radiates that fresh spell battle aura. Makes for an ideal reading nook.
must not be her purview. Gods are fickle. Oster smiles upon me. The goddess disagrees.
I see you found one of the elemental rods. If you'd like to keep going, you may keep searching for more.
One more to go.
Mm-hmm.
What would Wanda want with your altar?
What can I say? Some people have a curious, adventurous itch that just has to be scratched. I was one of them, and so was Wanda. Caretaker, not so much. But I see it again in you, Hunter.
So you encouraged her exploration?
Of course. Why wouldn't I? What good is being as powerful as we are if we're just going to spend all our time cooped up within these walls? What's the worst that could happen? You got me there, dear.
You said something earlier about the blood.
In a world full of mysteries, the Blood have managed to remain even more mysterious than most. They were an ancient race, said to be born of the Elder Gods. As I understand it, they were very strict about maintaining their bloodline. That's probably why you don't hear about them very often. And yet, here you are, one of their direct descendants.
Are there others?
It's quite possible. But even if there are, they might not even know it themselves. Somehow, I take comfort in that.
What they do not know cannot hurt them.
Indeed.
What do you know about the Moon Seals?
Presumably forged by the gods themselves, I like to think of a moon seal as both a lock and a key. With the right power, wielded by the right person, the energy of the seal is unleashed, creating a conduit to the Elder Gods.
And I am that right person.
Just another benefit of being descended from the Blood. Lucky you, dear.
After our last battle, what happened to Lilith?
You were in the woods. You and your mother obviously came to blows. But we found no wounds, no evidence of what happened at all. A silent, deathly embrace between mother and child. We had hoped you would both find peace in the next life.
But she is not buried here.
No. I don't think... Until we speak again.
elemental rod. There, finished.
The moon seals are ancient talismans of the old gods. And in your case, they are the keys to unlocking an even greater gift.
Is that why Wanda was here? In pursuit of this gift?
Just as we started with you as a child, I allowed Wanda to experiment here, with the hope of focusing her powers through training in basic elemental magic.
But that is not what happened.
Wanda's connection to the old gods, to Chthon, was not the same as yours. She isn't descended from the blood, and the trials weren't meant for her.
But you knew this before she started.
I did. And you should understand that I regret not putting a stop to her efforts sooner.
Then what really happened here?
When Wanda tried to use this moon seal to access the next trial, the Bloodgate didn't open, but the seal's power did have an effect. She had visions, both terrible and somehow alluring at the same time. What started as idle curiosity became a compulsion for her.
And now I am on the same path. So, where is the next Bloodgate?
Beyond the Standing Stones, if memory serves. I doubt you'll have any trouble finding it. We may have woken you up to save the world, but just think where the Abbey would be without your efforts, Hunter. The magical energies flowing through the grounds are converging on the altar, drawn to it like moths to a flame.
As a child, it never occurred to me how important this altar was to you.
Where would a fabled witch be without her various accoutrements? Just as your swords are an extension of your power, so too are my altar, the cauldron, and the library.
And now that the altar has been restored?
It's time we start using them to our advantage. Come by the library tomorrow night, and we'll conjure something together. Oh, and thank you again for the help, dear. Can you feel it in the air, Hunter? The altar is humming with magical energies, just waiting for the right invocation. Hunter?
What is this? Fascinating.
Can that really be you? After all these years, it is good to see your face again.
Wish I could say the same, Mother. Now enough with this deception and reveal your true form.
But this is my true form. The way I was when you were just a sweet, helpless little baby. You don't remember that, do you? Well, I do. Bringing you into the world was the happiest time in my life.
And taking you out of this world again will be mine.
I had thought the words of power would open your eyes. But I should have known my sister and her pet witch would continue to withhold the truth from you.
And what truth is that?
The truth they are keeping from you. You need only.
Wait! Mother! Where did you... Was that really her?
Hey, Hunter. When you've got a minute, could you meet me in the war room?
The intel cache we recovered with You have that I want to ask you something, but I'm not sure I should look on your face. Go on, ask.
What does it feel like to fly?
That's not it. You really wanted to ask if Captain Marvel can take you flying sometime.
That would be wonderful, if you do not mind.
I'll put you down on the list. You are the last Midnight Sun to ask. I'm actually surprised Blade wants some airtime.
Why would that surprise you?
You know Blade. He prefers to be on level ground. It's hard to be on your guard when you're dangling from someone's arms.
The Dangling Blade. That sounds like a comedic play.
That is a wonderful thought, and we can never share it with him. This was a blast. I feel closer to Chewie now. That was a worthy hangout, Hunter. Let's see what intel we found. Let's see what intel we found.
I feel like we... Well, don't leave me in suspense. How are you enjoying the library?
I thought we were past that.
We are, but I'm still allowed to be annoyed with you. I expect a bit of pushback from the others, but not from you, Hunter.
Why not? When have I ever made things easy for you?
You had your moments, few and far between, but that's exactly my point. You know what that place, what she meant to me, and you did it anyway.
If I had known it meant this much to you, I would have waited. It was not my intention to defy or hurt you.
Hurt, no. Defy, maybe. At the same time, I know I haven't been very open with you about everything that's happened.
At least we are talking now. Silence between us would only make things worse.
You're right about that. We have bigger things to worry about. Like the mouthy alien tormenting Spider-Man as we speak.
He did risk himself for us without hesitation. We owe him for that, at least.
For once, I think the entire team is in agreement. It's only a matter of tracking Venom down.
I would just follow the trail of destruction, but maybe there is another way.
I'm sure we'll come up with something. Don't leave poor Spider-Man waiting too long now.
We've got a situation. Any new leads? Let's crunch the numbers. Fascinating info here. And by fascinating... Now that we've decrypted the intel, let's put what we've learned to good use. Check out the... Tony and Dr. Strange may think they're the epicenter of our operations, but we all know this is where the real magic happens. Pick a bad guy. Any bad guy. Thanks, Hunter. I'm here if you need me. Oh, excuse me. Hunter, my second favorite zombie superhero.
Who is your first?
Tony, on 2 hours of sleep. So, what do you need?
I have questions for you.
Sure, ask away.
Tell me about the Avengers.
Sure, what about us?
Do you think your team can find common ground with the Midnight Suns?
Look, I try not to get involved in team politics. I'll work with anyone who gets the job done. I don't care what team they're from.
Do all the Avengers feel the same?
No comment.
What are your thoughts on your fellow Avengers?
I'm with the team for a reason. I believe in what we do. All of us do. I'm sure you've noticed Tony can be abrasive, but I never doubt his commitment. He and Banner used to fight like cats in a sack. Thankfully, they seem to be past that. And I can't think of anyone better to deal with a mystical enemy than Doctor Strange. He's a little out of sorts right now, what with being pushed out of his home, but he'll adjust.
How long have you been an Avenger?
Over a decade. Still hard to believe. We've been so busy dealing with one crisis or another, it's hard to mark the time. My coffee tally puts me just shy of 20,000, excluding the cups I forgot to track.
Tell me about yourself, Carol.
What in particular?
Thank you, Carol.
Anytime. And hey, if you find the time, we should hang out.
I will consider that.
Of course. Hey, you.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter. Looks like our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man is getting some good media coverage these days. If you die again, could we bring you back again?
I have no idea.
Strange went on about nigh inconceivable power, and the rarest of curios were expended in your first resurrection. Assuming we had all that, would it work?
Might. Sounds like you have a plan.
Are you kidding? I have 5 plans. If you're the key to all this, keeping you breathing is the only thing that matters. I don't expect it to happen, but I'd rather prepare for it when it does.
Smart.
You mean genius, and yes, I am. There.
I'm ready when you are.
It's good to have you around again.
Where did the words of power come from?
While I often call them blessings or gifts of the old gods, the words of power are actually powerful invocations tuned to the unique energies found in descendants of the blood.
And Caretaker used the words as well.
Of course, dear. Sarah used the words of power on the Abbey grounds just as you do today. Many of the areas you encounter that seem receptive to these spells are actually the result of Sarah's frequent undertakings.
peace. Honestly, aside from Carol and Liliana, you're the only real challenge.
I needed that. What is it, Charlie? Find something? I will see if I can find you a treat later.
I don't frequently watch the television. It was never part of my childhood. I do not feel a particular affection for it.
Relaxing.
Considering the risk he put himself in to assist us earlier, I'm more than willing to volunteer for any efforts to help Spider-Man deal with the ongoing Venom. A power not unlike my own. One of us isn't the miracle worker we claimed.
Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? Got some upgrades for you, hot off the press. Or forge. Tony is working. Later.
Come back tomorrow, Hunter.
See you, Hunter.
This should be useful. This will do nicely. Always better to be prepared. All set.
There is my ferocious Charlie girl.
I suppose I could banish Venom to one of the lesser voids, but somehow...
You have not set anything on fire today, have you?
Hunter?
I would be rotting inside that creature's gullet if not for Spider-Man. Time to return the favor.
We'll find him. We're running facial recognition on every surveillance camera in the cloud. We just keep moving too fast.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but... You think Team Spooky's doing any better?
Nothing.
Well, your inflection on that last dactyl was... perfect. Perhaps a magnetism rune.
Against a level 5 demon-alien hybrid? Where did you learn your magic? Demo Khan?
You know, you really do have a look.
Hunter's right. This isn't working.
On to Plan C. Well, more like D.
Norman won't mind if I borrow a few Oscorp satellites at 45,000 feet, right?
Higher, further, faster, baby.
82nd and 5th.
Well, between 5th and Madison now.
Guys, they're live. And they're trending.
Hashtag Big Alien Apple.
Not bad.
Thanks. Now imagine if you had just asked for our help sooner.
No time for an after-school special. Patching it through. Patching it all through.
We need to hurry.
Keep your eye on Venom. He's not to be underestimated.
Trust me, he looks straight out of a nightmare. I will not turn my back for a second.
Good, you can keep him distracted.
Venom has taken to the rooftops, and he's tossing just about anything he can find onto the streets.
Have tennis elbow or something by now?
Spider-Man, we just swarm your bones and bring them home to Mother!
Subdue this animal and bring it to Site 1.
We'll squish your face and eat your...
Consider switching occupations if I were you, friend. I know, no job's perfect. But at the end of the day, it's all about the coworkers.
We will never forsake her.
Really nice of you all to come by and visit the old neighborhood. I'd say let's all stop for a group selfie, but Eddie might get a little jealous.
I cannot fathom why one of my mother's fallen is so obsessed with me.
I'm not sure what any of that means. But Eddie and I were doing our thing here in New York way before those horns grew out of his head. I've never known him to pick on civilians. We need to get these people out of his way.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Oh, this is good!
Maybe you should teach me that one.
Try this on for
They cannot possibly match your strength.
They're mine. These fanatics are always the same.
Forever in service.
succeed? Stop!
Be embarrassed by your weakness. Looks like they have got help.
Get ready now.
Lilith must not have left instructions for Hydra on how to control her new pet. Can't say I feel sorry for them, but there's still civilians trapped here too.
Oh, cool. I can hear her too, talking in my head.
It's a comm system, the same one I activated in your suit.
Right, that was gonna be my next guess.
Get ready. Give the mother my regards in hell. I don't have magic healing. Getting better every day. Here it comes. You kissed the mother with that mouth? You have earned this.
Hail that.
Messed up.
They're mine.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
On it.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Targeting systems active.
Coming at you.
Not looking good here.
You can still run away. I promise we won't chase you.
Forever in service. You're mine. Hardly a scratch. Looks like they have got help.
Serve with honor.
Lilith must not have left instructions for Hydra on how to control her new pet. Can't say I feel sorry for them, but there's still civilians trapped here too.
Oh, cool. I can hear her too, talking in my head.
It's a comm system, the same one I activated in your suit.
He's gonna be our next one.
Get some! Feeling strong today. As ordered!
Shouldn't be embarrassed by your weakness.
Got him.
Come on, Eddie, just give it up already. How about we hit up that Chinese buffet over in Bushwick? My treat!
All the food we need is right in front of us.
Oh man, more Hydra incoming!
Leave this place.
The civilians are clear. It's open season on Hydra and their pet monstrosity.
They will be the next to fall in the hunt.
Wow. You two ever work with a guy named Kraven?
That would stop me.
Give the mother my regards in hell.
Try this on for size.
Never seen that before.
Now's your chance to hone those skills of yours. Don't leave any Hydra standing.
Oh, the light's gift! Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Here we go again.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. That's a neat trick.
I see how it is.
What's our contingency plan?
I'm on it. Just the boost I needed. I'm going for it.
I am impressed.
We've got them all. Now let's get to Venom and stop all this.
No more games! No more running! You can't stop us! Heroes! But we hope you try! We will peel back your flesh!
Don't suppose you'd let us actually try and help you, Eddie?
Help us. Help us! You took everything from us, Spider-Man! And now, we will take your world!
Gonna put that down as a definite maybe.
Exactly what I needed.
You had your chance to escape.
We will make you feel regret. Pain only makes us hungrier. You're too strong for you. You're a surprise. Hurts. All Beta moving into position.
Follow Spider-Man's lead here. He's the expert when it comes to Venom.
Thanks. I recommend giving him a wide berth. Especially if he's feeling huggy. Should come in handy.
Do not touch us. And that was me holding back. Time's up for these chumps. Reaper in service. Why fight heroes? Embrace Mother's love. Your struggles are pointless, and they spoil the meat.
Did he always like this?
I wouldn't take it personally. Eddie always gets extra grumpy when he's hungry. Think he's bad. You should see Jameson if he doesn't get his morning bagel. That armor must be stronger than it looks. Otherwise, you're in trouble.
Just like old times.
Tracking movement. We will crack your tiny bones.
That punch left a residue.
Support units on the move. Nothing can save you from us, little spider. Not heroes. Not puny soldiers. We will never ours.
I believe him. We need to put an end to the fight soon before he brings down the entire city.
Looks like it's up to me. Talk about a sticky situation.
Don't blink.
Now that was something.
Smells like spoiled milk around here. It's hard. For an amorphous pseudo-human.
This is a great victory, everyone.
Mother strength is eternal. We are eternal.
He fights like a damn Wendigo. Unstoppable.
Oh, he's not unstoppable. Just really annoying. Huh. Not my worst idea ever. Good afternoon, Demo Venom! Here's a special request from all of New York to you, our slobbiest invaders since Thanos. to get bit by a radioactive spider with really good hearing.
I was going to say, amazing.
That's what the kids tell me. I think I'll pass out now.
Don't worry. I know a safe place.
Stronger than ever.
Hunter, I was just looking for you. We need your assistance.
Who is we?
The Esoteric Mystical Order, specifically the Knights of Intellect and Dimensional Spiritualism.
That is an elaborate name.
You can blame Dr. Strange. Oh, I may have rearranged a few words so it spells out emo kids.
Tell me what you need.
Dr. Strange Magic and I are researching a crucial moment in your past, but it's probably better if we just show you. How about it? Ready to uncover one of the greatest mysteries about your life after death?
Lead the way.
Let's do it! So, about the spell that brought you back to life, it worked better than expected, but there are some gaps.
You are talking about my death.
Exactly. The memories of your final moments might tell us how you defeated your mother 3 centuries ago. That could give us an edge this time around.
Those memories are lost.
Maybe not. We think there's a way to recover them. All you're gonna need is a mystical jumpstart.
How would that work?
Doctor Strange can explain it better than I, but if you want the abridged version, ask Magic. And when you're ready to begin the ritual, let me know. Magic and Doctor Strange can tell you what to expect during the ritual.
I will ask one of them.
No rush.
Hunter, I'm glad you're present for the inaugural meeting.
Of what, exactly?
Why, the Knights of Intellect and Dimensional Spiritualism, the Abbey's local chapter of the Esoteric Mystical Order.
Right, emo kids. So, the ritual?
Regarding your resurrection, we had to meticulously reunite your corpus, or physical vessel, with your animus, or spiritual essence.
How does this relate to the ritual?
Animating your corpus was the easy part, but your essence, your thoughts, hopes, fears, and dreams, that was the slipperiest eel.
Does the ritual require eels?
But now, with the plenary potential of Miss Minoru's Staff of One to focus Miss Rasputin's enigmatic energies, I, Dr. Strange...
The ritual?
The Sorcerer Supreme shall pluck from unreality your mislaid memory, thought lost to time and death. I shall stare those cosmic forces in their many eyes and shout, "Nay!"
Dr. Strange, the ritual. How does it work?
Didn't I just explain? I could start with the fundamental underpinnings of the multiverse theory if it would help.
Just tell me what to expect.
Ah, yes. You will focus on recalling what was lost as we do everything in our power to restore it. Simple, really.
The first part's easy. I need you to focus on your last memories before you fought Lilith.
Will this help me remember?
I can't answer that. When I start, you'll be the one making the repairs. The rest of us are here to keep you steady.
All right.
If you're ready, we can begin.
I am ready.
Now, Hunter, tell us what you...
I raced through the Abbey grounds. Angry. Terrified. It is too late. We were not ready. My foot slips, but I catch myself. I run with my blades exposed. I am completely alone. The moonlight guides my path. My lungs ache. My heart pounds. I rush toward my doom. I cannot. No!
Whoa! We all saw that, right?
I have no words to describe it.
Finally.
Well, how about that? Your final moments are there, just buried deep inside.
It did not work.
Not yet, but we made progress. I'm sure we can figure out a way for you to remember more the next time.
Next time?
Heck yeah! Emo kids meet every lunar alignment, or, you know, whenever we're free on a slow night. Oh, and we need ingredients. Magic will send a list to your spark. If you bring enough, we can refine them into more useful mystical objects. We're done for today, but I'll be in touch about the next meeting. Catch you later.
As a donor to the museum, I gotta give Spidey some serious money.
I know I've asked a lot of you recently, dear, especially when it comes to these little excursions. But there is one more thing you could do to make an old witch happy.
If it were not so good to see you again, I might think you were taking advantage of me.
Hunter. You certainly are the product of your environment. Between Sarah and I suppose we're just lucky you didn't turn out more cynical. Besides, this might be interesting. Now that the altar is in working order, we just need to reignite my cauldron.
How interesting can that be? Your cauldron was always churning with some concoction in the old days.
Yes. And how do you think that was possible? It's not just any flame we're talking about here. Maybe you've heard tale of the demon fueling the forge? A fire-breathing demon, no less, blazing as hot as the flames of hell itself. Fortunately, I'll only require a single ember.
I can see where this is going. How do I find it?
I've enchanted this vessel to protect you from the ember's heat. You should be able to get close enough to retrieve it through one of the old mine tunnels beneath the forge.
I have seen the tunnels. They were here before the Abbey.
I'm not surprised. You always have been curious. The tunnel may lead close enough to the heart of the forge to retrieve an ember.
The gods are fickle. This must be an ember from the forge. I have the ember. The bottle is not even warm.
If it were giving off any heat at all, I'd be concerned, given the enchantment on that vessel. Now, let's see if this old girl still works.
So I can use the cauldron to brew... things?
Essentially, yes. Collect reagents on the Abbey grounds. You'd be surprised what we can make use of.
And I just dropped the ingredients in. Is that not dangerous?
Experimenting can be fun, but I'd find a recipe book first to guide your hand. I'm sure there's an old one around here somewhere.
Must not be her purview. This is a little cryptic.
It's a clue. Don't worry if you can't solve her riddles all at once. I'll translate new clues every night.
But the Abbey grounds are huge. How will I know where to look?
You used to love running around these grounds as a child. If you need a refresher, study your map.
The goddess disagrees. She does not see it happening.
She believes in our purpose. Ah, I see. This rubble looks loose. I was always drawn to this place as a child, but somehow I had almost forgotten about it. Intriguing. Caretaker hardly spoke of him, but I like to imagine my father was a great hero whose spirit protected these woods. Was I ever really this innocent? Maybe before I started my training. This is which sign? Perhaps a witch from the Salem Coven made this. Oster smiles upon me. My old fort. Caretaker was furious when she found I had built... I never got the chance to truly know my mother. Only the monster she became. The Standing Stones. There is powerful magic at work here.
The great seer known as Endra Moore is buried here. Much like Nico, her powers came dangerously close to crossing the line, but she was among the most loyal of the Midnight Suns.
The second Bloodgate. I should warn you, Hunter. You may find the trial ahead more difficult than I originally let on. The gods will push you harder, and you might very well fail.
And if I do?
You dust yourself off and you get back in there. Or you train, rethink your approach, and come back later, when you feel ready.
And what if I am hurt? Or worse still, what if something happened to Charlie?
Neither of you will be harmed, dear. That's not what this is about. The Elder Gods want to see what you're made of, but they're not out to get you. Well, except Cathar.
Then I should make an attempt.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
I will do.
When many of the Elder Gods were corrupted and became what we would call demons, the god Atum, born from Gaia herself, was set upon our world to slay these monsters. In that sense, the two of you have had a shared purpose. Fight well, Hunter, and he may just honor you with his blessing.
You were too weak for this fight.
Some for the rest of us.
I am impressed.
Your fate is sealed. Your mother abandoned you. They're hoping to wear me down.
Atum was unleashed and made quick work of the demons. But in the process, he became something of a monster himself. He even became known as the Demogorg, the God Eater.
If this is a cautionary tale, your timing could use some work. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Loyalty to the Mother of Demons will be your undoing. I should come back another night. This is which sign?
I see you found another of our mystic landmarks. These are the Standing Stones. Your ancestors among the Blood used them to converse with the Elder Gods.
How does that work?
Members of the Blood would gather among the stones and enter a sort of meditative trance. They say the gods would hear their thoughts, but the Blood never knew for sure who was listening on the other end. Some of the older texts refer to a series of glyphs etched on the stones, but at first glance they seem to have been scoured clean by time itself.
Could they still be revealed somehow?
You read my mind, Hunter. I suspect the glyphs are still here. They just need the right words of encouragement, if you catch my meaning. Lovely, dear. You're a natural.
Ain't no rest for the midnight sun. Been watching the way you handle yourself out there, Hunter. You're not...
Then I shall defeat you. In a friendly way.
Tough talk. But can you back it up?
Before we begin, is there anything else I should know?
Yeah. Anything... Now you...
Spider-Man would probably appreciate it if you looked in on him. I think he's quite impressed by you.
I am...
Well, you're... It struck some...
Oh, my true identity is a closely guarded secret.
The Abbey is a... No...
Yeesh.
Yeah.
I really need to think this over.
Thanks, Hunter.
Oh, you are gonna love this. We are finally getting some decent tech down here. Give me a sec. Okay, what's up? You're welcome, Hunter.
Until next time.
Aha! Yet another victory for the hunter. It is just be...
Data immediately.
Run? Bruce, you told me you were on it for days.
I meant process my findings. This
Something amiss?
Every victory we...
We've stumbled on a Hydra unit unloading some of their stolen bounty. Unfortunately, their crates are rigged to self-destruct if the required keycard isn't swiped first. And Hydra's agents are carrying the key.
Whatever works.
It's on! I'm on it. Getting better every day.
Lilith herself could not best me. What makes you think you will fare any better?
I need a medic here! Engaging target.
Oh, that actually hurt a little. Oh good, more goons.
Serve her with honor.
You can all join.
They've armed one of the crates. It's going to explode if you don't get that key.
Blade told me to mention your mother. Apparently, she's promiscuous.
I mean, did you really expect to win?
You've secured one of the crates. See if you can't get the others.
I'm gonna get you for that.
Hydra Immortalis! Follow my lead. That should get you going. You know what to do.
Might have pushed.
Another of the crates is armed to detonate. Get to that key card.
Let me help. This should be good. Aw, you guys are so adorable thinking you can beat us. Good one for ya. Awesome. They finally got me.
They've destroyed one of the crates. Focus on getting the other key.
A weak attack. You're mine. More warm bodies on the way. Don't waste it. Running on fumes.
Another crate is armed to blow. You don't have much time.
Good one.
That was the last crate. Wipe out the remaining Hydra forces, and let's get you home.
I'll put this to good use. As ordered.
Give him a hand.
Looks like I get another shot.
Hail Hydra.
One Gamma special coming up.
Everybody pumped up?
Hail that! Weak, even for Hydra.
Hey, that hurt! Watch closely. Run along now, you're outmatched.
Never surrender.
I'm out of commission.
Targeting systems active.
They cannot possibly match your strength. I am afraid you might not make it back from this one. was a time when Lilith had the highest of standards for her minions. That time has clearly passed.
Hope this helps.
I will return the favor when I can.
We're losing ground.
I may be immortal, but I'm not indestructible.
Well, that's interesting.
That's one shipment Hydra won't be receiving.
Hunter, I need your help. Magic's birthday is coming up. I want to throw her a surprise party, but I can't do it alone.
What do you need me to do?
If you could get the other Midnight Suns on board, it would take a huge weight off my shoulders.
Do you really need... All right. Where are we going to have the party? Why the to have... What? That...
And so you actually slept in that thing. I really thought I had him with the pizza thing.
After all, I mean...
I have... I did... Thank...
Good chatting with you, Hunter. So...
And just how...
Oh, you mean, how long have I been doing this? A few years now. You should have seen the original suit. I still have it lying around the...
Thank you, Pierre.
Good chatting with you, Hunter.
You all...
Yes, hello.
I am envious of your ability to wield a sword.
You're pretty awesome yourself, Hunter.
left a lot of Hydra agents.
You've been doing well out there, kiddo. And you're making an impression on your teammates. Make sure you let them know how you feel about their efforts, too. They'll appreciate a kind word from the legendary Hunter.
Why, hello, Hunter.
Don't tell me to calm down, Robbie.
Hunter, got a question for you. Nico made...
Thanks, Hunter.
¿Qué pasa, Hunter?
Hey there. This is definitely the coziest war room I've ever been in. Why? What's the latest intel? Let's crunch the numbers. Great intel. Bad news for the... We're ready to make a move. I'm here if you need me. Hunter! I've got...
What?
No.
I sometimes...
Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
It will not take us long.
Why not? Oh, that? It was nothing.
Blade told me to mention your mother. Apparently, she's promiscuous.
Forever in service.
Clouded my senses.
Serve her with honor.
I've got your back. You should have brought more help.
Impressive.
Targeting system.
I'm taking names.
Hydra.
I'll handle it. I'm flattered, but save some for the others.
Feeling so hot.
I've got your back. We stand with the mother.
Some sort of healing elixir would really hit the spot right now. Watch closely. The light shines on the most dutiful. Prepare yourselves.
I know that wasn't your signature move.
This will be...
Very flashy, Doc. I'm saving my energy for when I need it.
I see your plan.
They don't all have to be pretty.
Taking the shot.
Who's got the med kit?
This should get you going.
Who's running the show here? That'll work. Hey, it worked, didn't it? Fair enough.
Engaging target. I hope this is one of the stronger arms. We did come all the way here for a fight.
I must have angered them.
Hydra is immortal.
That might have been one shot too many. Get it done any way we know how. I bet
bet you guys couldn't even beat the security guards in my parking garage.